Hello, lovely people. Welcome to craftsandcollage.com. Sorry, my name is Janet, and I'm your host for this evening. My voice is still gravelly. I apologize. It's roaming through our house again. That's what we get for sanitizing for 2 years, I think. I have a kind of a fun challenge for everybody today. One that I've sort of given myself today. Now, we're going to work in this book because I'm loving this smaller size. Absolutely loving it. So, I have a new project for today that I kind of came up with about 10 minutes ago because my 4-year-old granddaughter's not feeling good. So, we were kind of sitting here, looking for something to keep her from getting too bored and so on. So, I plopped this box, and this is like, if anybody knows me, it's like one, one, I don't know, 30th of the pictures, my picture files, but there's a ton of stuff in here. Lot of pictures in here. And I said, okay, Izzy, pick me out a pile of pictures. So I left the room. She was sitting with her mom. And she had a great time picking out pictures because she's just lovely. I adore that kid. And she's 4 years old. She'll be 5 in April. 420, funnily enough. And she's about a year behind. My granddaughter's autistic. It's a family trait. And she's getting more and more verbal all the time. So she's getting to be more and more fun. She's bright as a button, smart as a whip, and she can get, yeah. So these are I haven't even looked at them until right now. I had them both go back upstairs because I wanted to film this. So I haven't even looked at this pile of pictures until right now. So let's look at them together, shall we? Oh, pretty. What is that? Hotel bird. Neat. Okay. Oh, beautiful silhouette. I can see why she liked that. She has a problem with eyes. When she sees eyes on her tablet or on a movie or in a book or whatever, or somebody looks at her very strongly, she puts her arm up or turns away. The eye contact thing is regular with all of us. I had to learn strongly based on what I do for a living to make eye contact, and that was one of the hardest things for me. These are some fantastic pictures, Miss Izzy. Oh my goodness. Oh, little dog. I'm loving it. Oh, 2 dogs. She got 2 dogs in there. And a kitty. And a very cool kind of set of arms around a guitar. I'm loving these pictures. Oh my goodness. Oh, and she picked out the bride. I'm not surprised. And she loves yellow. She has me do her nails, and we started once just out of fun doing one hand yellow, the other hand violet. And now I've had to sort of relegate my 2 bottles of OPI nail polish, the violet and yellow, to Miss Izzy because she loves that, one hand and the other hand. So we've got quite an array of fun pictures here. So as a blind Facebook or Gluebooking page, this is awesome. But I think I'm actually going to have to dig out my larger book because if I'm going to make use of some of her lovely pictures and do what I can with them creatively, then I think I need a bigger space than this. So let's move to the larger book, shall we? We'll move to this one. All right. Let's get to the end, Janet. People have seen these over and over again. We've done some awesome pages in here. I love this. I sit and talk to you and end up liking the end result. So that's got to say something. Thank you, folks. I appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. You can always unsubscribe if you find you absolutely hate my content. But don't forget to like the video too if you enjoy it. I love comments. I'll answer all of them. I really do try and answer all comments. So feel free to speak your piece. Tell me where you're from, what your favorite craft is, what you're doing for Thanksgiving if you're American. Ours was in October, Canadian. I don't know what I'm doing here, folks. I'm just taking Miss Izzy's pictures and, like, I don't know, doing some placement. This would be kind of neat overlooking that scene because she's not the same color as that. But this color, I tend to, which is, of course, the ND sort of thing is, categories and color placement and numbers and stuff. Iz does it all the time. She sorts her toys according to oh, I like that next to that too. There's something about that combination. You should try this blind glue booking. Get somebody, a kid like a little sweetie that wants to pick out pictures for you, or a friend or a parent or whatever. Get somebody to like blind pick pictures for you and just have fun with it, because this can be a blast. I've done it. There's a couple of videos I've got up of picking out the pictures underneath, like without being able to look at the pictures. I'll cover them and then pick out X number of pictures and blind glue book that way. But this is all Miss Izzy, and I love that idea. So what an interesting array of pictures. I do want to include, she's been carrying for some reason, this little blue piece of paper around for like 3 days. Just loves that. So she gave it to me today as a gift. So we're going to include that in this glue book page. But let's start, because I always seem to know what's going to go in the upper left corner. It doesn't matter what spread I do. I have very little trouble pinning that piece of real estate down on a page, So, yes, blind Facebooking, glue booking is fun. Maybe blind Facebooking is too. I don't know. Also, I wanted to talk a little bit about December, because, like the best laid plans of mice and men, right? But what I would like to do for December is like a December daily kind of thing. Only I'm not going to lock myself down to daily, because I do babysit and will be babysitting for my daughter during exams and papers and such. Then I don't want to lock myself down to a daily promise. I was bad enough I didn't finish Inktober. But I'd like to do some kind of, I think I'm going to call it Yule Tidings, but it's going to be a December, very frequent, not long, maybe a hack or a drawing or whatever. I'll still do my Friday glue booking, but I want to do something in December that's different, quick, fun. I'm going to pick out one of the notebooks to use for the month. So I hope you join me, and I'm going to be doing a live, I think. I think I'm going to set a date for I don't know, the first part of December, and see like how it goes, and see if people actually like it or want to show up. So that sounds like fun. Gotta get it square on the corner. Yep. There we go. So, all of my American friends, I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. I hope it's amazing for you. If you're, whatever your plans are, if you don't have plans, try to enjoy the day. Do something that makes your heart sing. Don't let the day be wasted. If you have absolutely no plans, maybe go and serve up some food at one of the soup kitchens or food pantries or something. See if you could make your heart sing by helping out, kind of thing. It's that time of year, folks. My daughter is gathering up. When she was little, it was always You have to give up a box of toys before we can let Santa bring anything. She always had to sacrifice some of her toys, old or done or whatever, and she knew we were taking them to the shelters and charity shops and stuff. She was well aware of it, and she had to take the box. We had to take the box in, and she knew that she had to give up something to get something. That's how she was raised. And I've got my daughter and her fiance playing Call of Duty just below me. So if you hear any yelling, that's what it is, okay? We can't have the fold right through the... That's unfortunate, because I really like the color of it sitting there. Well, maybe we can have the... Maybe we can get away with it. Let's see if we take it over just a little. I hate covering up that structure, but if we take it over a little, then it isn't so offensive a place to fold it. See, otherwise it would have gone right through the cherub's face, and I don't want that. I kind of like the effect this picture kind of has. So let's just do this. Get this laid down, glue the seam really well. Yeah. Okay. Another way that if you have a picture that absolutely has to go over a fold, you can pad the fold, and by that I mean just lay a strip, even just under the picture itself. An extra strip of paper will make the fold less obvious. It'll make it look a little less obvious. I might be able to cut a little of that off, but personally I like that dark strip for some reason. Not sure why I do, but I do, and it goes over there. Okay. All right. Yeah, so blind glue booking and December fun. I want to try a number of different craft things. I really haven't. I only have basically done paper crafting and painting and doodling and stuff. I haven't done things like sewing. I wanted to do some sewing this winter because I don't like sewing in the hot weather. It feels terrible on material and stuff. I hate that. Or knitting and crocheting. But I'd like to do a bunch of those things on the channel this winter. So I'm thinking of doing that some in December, and then my soon-to-be daughter-in-law and I are doing she made this most gorgeous centerpiece kind of thing, and I want her to remake that with me on camera for the channel, so that'll be coming up as well. So I'm looking forward to that. We're doing that, I think, on Monday. Not sure what I'm going to call the December thing, but I just want to have some fun, and I really can't see myself being able to promise a daily thing when I just don't know if I can. So, what other pictures did she give me? This is so cute, oh my god. This is just wonderful. And such different ones. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to it except for her, maybe, for herself. But just the most interesting little array of pictures. I absolutely love it. It's funny to try and work with things that you yourself didn't pick out. Like, that's interesting. It's kind of an interesting situation. I've never, rarely, other than the blind ones where I cover up what I'm choosing, like the pictures pile. I've rarely done work with stuff other people have chosen. I do like that, though. I really do. Okay. I'll have to do this more often. Maybe she'll really enjoy it, and I might even have her choose the pictures on camera. Her face would not. I never would do that, but her hands could be choosing the pictures as I can even speed that part of it up if she takes a while, because she takes her time and pokes around everyone and takes a look and separates them into different piles. And it's awesome watching. Okay, so if I slip that there and slipped in just her profile there. Ooh, I like that. Okay, just her profile. So, lady, we're going to cut your face in half. Gosh, YouTube, don't ban me for that. It's amazing how many terms and stuff, not just YouTube, but any platform that you can't use these days. DEAD is one word that, like, you just can't say it out loud. The censors pick it up, and it's like, then it's labeled, adult content or this content or that content, and it's like, wow, it's huge. Unalive is what people are using now for that. Can't mention anything about that particular topic, like, being, yeah. So it's weird days we live in. Okay, there we go. This will be covered. And I like that. I like that a lot. I like that. That composition. Sounds all very grand, doesn't it? Artsy fartsy hoity toity, huh? Sort of. Oh, they're playing Call of Duty downstairs. If you hear screeching, that's what it's about. Okay. I like her outline. I think that's pretty. Now, this suits here. Even I like the overlap on that. I like that a lot. Alright, let's follow that line just for the sake of it. We'll follow that line. Yep. So, I have an idea, as well as, the having someone choose your pictures for a Gluebook session. I have another idea for you all. Unless you already do this, but give it a try, because it works. For a lot of people, it seems to work pretty well. You take a plastic container, preferably see-through. A bin of some sort, usually about the size of a shoebox, works pretty good. Not a boot box, that's kind of big, but a shoebox. And you go through your studio, your atelier, your craft space, and you choose that bin full of items for a project. And what you put in that bin, this is kind of like that cooking show where they have to run with a shopping basket and pick out their ingredients, and stuff like that. And they can't change it, they can't pick out anything else. That's it, just that basket full of ingredients. That's what I want you guys to do if you want to join in the fun, because, oh my goodness, working from one basket, especially if you decide to time yourself, choosing the items, which can be, oh my God, that's fun. Like, you have 2 minutes to choose what you want to do a major project out of, And that does not include the background or backboard, like whether it's canvas or a piece of board or a magazine or whatever. The background, that you can choose what to do it on at some other point. But any of this stuff you use, the pictures you choose, the additional stuff you would use in a collage, all that stuff you have to choose in the 2 minutes you give yourself. And especially if you do it with a friend or a kid Honestly, folks, it's so much fun. Like you wouldn't believe how much fun it is. And it's an afternoon, a stick of glue, and a bunch of things to collage with. So I really like this. I think this looks really cool. But it's a little bit gluey. My glue changes texture depending on where the heat is set in the house, and it's been cold today, so the heat's up high, so the glue is really soft, and it gets everywhere some days. Not to mention the fact that I glue straight onto the back instead of each picture, which is probably bad. Probably bad. All right, she has given me the most wonderful array of photos. I don't know why this lighthouse keeps sitting in this upper corner, but those two have sat there since the beginning. That real estate hasn't changed at all. All right, so we need to fit a dog in there somewhere. There's a dog. There's two dogs here. We need to fit at least one of them in. Oh, I like them both. Maybe we'll put both of them in just because she's a sweetie and I love her. I adore that child. Okay, so. Huh. Okay. Oh, look at what one she included. Ah, that's adorable. Ooh, I like that. I kind of like that. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see if we can include. All right, let's get the lighthouse down first, shall we? I think that's a grand idea. The Trans-Siberian Orchestra is coming to a coliseum near me, a center near me, and I'm seriously tempted to go see it again this year. They're amazing. If you've never seen them, you should really make the effort because their show is just amazing. Well worth seeing, well worth the ticket prices and so on if you haven't seen them. Especially, I mean, at the holiday season. I don't think they tour any other time. So it's like my daughter is taking me to Circus this coming week. After 7 sleeps. No, it's this coming week, Cirque du Soleil, at the center here, and I'm looking forward to that. I love the music they use. They use a lot of things like bolero, and if any of you were fans of Northern Exposure, they did an episode as a traveling circus sort of thing, one episode on Northern Exposure. One of my favorite all-time shows, I swear. I loved that show. Amazing show. I suppose I should have Christmas music going if I go live or whatever. I just don't know which are copyrighted anymore. I'm sure I can't play Mariah Carey. Not that I would want to. But pretty sure I couldn't anyway or shouldn't. I do like this combination though. I think it's kind of easy. So, where's the dog? Nope, this dog next to them. That's it. Okay. I like it. This is actually more fun than I thought, and I've got that little piece of blue paper that I'm going to put the date on, and glue that down so that it connects right, because she's been hauling that thing around for 4 days, and today she gave it to me. Generally, she comes in from school now. She always picks up like a leaf off the ground or something, and she always gives it to me on the way in, because my studio is sort of right next to the entryway. So she always stops in and gives me whatever stick or leaf she's picked up that day. I was reading something today earlier that said people say that you love your grandchildren more than your own children even. And I'm not sure I agree with that, but the second part definitely. It's the fact that they remind you every day of when you were little. You know, they remind us every day of when the mums of these little guys were little. I think that's what it is. It's remembering, because oh my goodness, she looks like her mum. And look at me, I've taken this whole session just talking about my my granddaughter. So cliche, Janet. Dang. Dang. So what are everybody's plans for Black Friday, even if you're not in the States? Because apparently that happens now in the UK and in Europe. People are having Black Friday now. And that started in the US. Sales after Thanksgiving Day. It's crazy. My ex used to work for Walmart. He was with them a long time, years. And Black Friday was not a... You couldn't phone in sick. There's no way you could be sick in any way on Black Friday. You had to be at work. And you just had to be there. You couldn't miss. And it was a zoo. It's a madhouse. Like, people get trampled for the sake of a TV or whatever. And all the memes this year are saying, forget TVs and cookers, just make the groceries cheaper. You know? We could put them together. Maybe I could set one aside. Is the kitty ready, do you think? Does the kitty fit? Kind of does next to the wall, doesn't it? I kind of like that, actually. And we're going to have a teeny white space, and that's okay. That's okay. And don't forget to, if you don't, contribute clothes to a charity shop or whatever, and you're just going to get rid of them, or they're not nice enough to contribute to a shop, don't forget to save buttons or ribbon or, swatches of material if they're interesting. You can do all kinds of stuff with old material. So, yeah, I'm going to do some sewing things, I think. I like the idea of doing some sewing projects. I do. Oh, that works. Okay. I may be even. Oh, I think I'm going to do it that way. There we go. Okay. Perfect. I made tilapia for the first time in my life the other day. I was given some frozen fillets, and oh my God, it was delicious. Holy cow. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Thoroughly. Alright, so it's looking pretty good, huh? Coming together. I don't know what text I could possibly put on here. That's kind of stumping me. I have no idea. Let's get this done first, and then I'll worry about any kind of text I'm going to use. Alright, so we have this, which would be lovely right there. Right there. Okay. And my mom was, or my mom, holy cow. My daughter was saying that little girl had just a blast picking out the pictures, laughing at the puppies and stuff like that. And her favorite color, as you can see, after yellow, is blue. So hence all the blue that has been chosen. All nice shades of blue, though. I would like to do more drawing this winter too. I haven't done near enough drawing this past spring and summer. So I would like to do far more sketching and drawing. I'm happy to, if you guys want to see a particular craft or something, let me know. I'm happy to accommodate. There's not a lot that I haven't tried. I don't have the kind of space it would take for things like tie-dye or batiking, anything that is, massive. Like I don't even like oil painting. I don't like using oils because they are just so much of a mess and fuss and things like that. But if you have something, someday I would love to start doing the resin stuff. Oh, I'm fascinated by that stuff. I absolutely love it. But it again takes space and ventilation and, stuff like that. And it's a very, from what I get, very expensive hobby to begin the resin things. So, I've also always wanted to try a pottery wheel and stuff. I used to do that in high school, but that's been a long, long time ago. Long. Alright, let's get these two in. Oh, just going to squeak by. I hope everybody's feeling good, staying healthy. Stop sanitizing, folks. Wear a mask if you want to, by all means, but God, I think we smartly sanitized with a deadly, virus, but this is sort of what ends up happening when you do that. It's better if kids can eat dirt now and then, apparently. It's like my daughter was telling me, I don't know about anybody else, like I had her in the early 80s and then my other daughter in the early 90s. And when I was a young and single mother, we were told, if your kid runs a fever, give them Tylenol. If they have a sore throat, give them something. If they're, congested, give them something. Give them something. So now I'm seeing, maybe it's all big pharma to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but now they're saying, do not give your kids all these different medicines because then they build up no immunity to things. They have no power to fight things, and a mild fever is the way that your body fights it. So don't take the fever down, let it burn itself because it's burning out bacteria or viruses. I mean, my daughter has shown me, she looks up everything with regard to her kid, and this is what is being shown now. I mean, we were taught, give them something, but now I guess if you quash the symptoms, their bodies never learn to actually fight off whatever form it is, right? Interesting as all heck, I tell ya. Alright, so we have a space here and here. And I need to cover this up. So, let's give the blue piece a place of honor right up the side there. And that works beautifully. Right there. That works beautifully. Alright. This I'll do on the book. There we go. Now I should put her name right there, which I will do. That's actually something I will do. So let's see what we're going to do with the rest of this space, shall we? Oh, yes. These gorgeous flowers. Let's see what we can do with these. It's fun too. You can put pictures if you have bunches of pictures of a similar size. You can stick them in a brown paper bag or a bowl and just close your eyes. Some of the most fun glue books I've done have been, blind glue books. They can be a lot of fun. So much. And it's like a challenge to yourself too. Like, what can you do with this pile of images? What art can you make with it? What can you do that releases the joy in your heart? Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of it. Just your heart, because that's all that matters with art. Unless you're being paid, for a commissioned piece that somebody has ordered or is paying you for, then it's your heart that matters, and it's got to satisfy your heart. Okay. Alright, well, we've got that, so I really don't want to put a bowl of cherries right there. Oh, alright, how about the girl with the penguin, the little kid? Apparently she laughed at that quite heartily. Yes, indeed. She's got an awesome laugh. And then there's that laugh when they're just about to be naughty and they know it. And it's like a dare you laugh. I dare you. It's that laugh. That's the one that, you could yeet them out the window. It's just so annoying. Alright, how about right there? Oh, okay, perfect. So, we're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, so I still have to decide if we're putting in... Oh, that's kind of nice. I still have to decide if we're putting in a slogan or not. But let's get this glued in here. Perfect. Works out perfectly. Oh my goodness, people. Look at that. Covering up what needed to be covered up. Alright, so if I pop this in here, or should I use this? Oh, maybe this. Okay. Let's see how close I can get to that black line without messing it up. Because, no, I'm already messing up the black line. So, we need to go just inside it then. Because obviously I can't cut where the poo. My daughter's been bugging me to put up a wish list on Amazon for her and some folks that were asking, for like art supplies. Because, people can guess if they want to get you something, but if you have a bunch of supplies, a wish list is kind of nice because there's very little I need, but there's a couple of things I'd like, Sorry about that. I had to answer the door. Somebody here was getting a food delivery thing. It's chilly outside. Wow. Getting chillier. And my youngest and her fiance gave me a pair of earrings yesterday early, so like a Christmas present, but early so I could wear them for the holidays. Check these out. Are they not gorgeous? I think they're beautiful. Yep. Okay, so if we put that... Nope. Works there. We could actually sort of flatten out the picture a little bit. That'd work too. There we go. If you can cut it straight, Janet, that might work even better. Yes, indeed. Izzy, you picked out good pictures. Yes, indeed. All right, so we have one space here to fill and a lower piece, but I wouldn't mind putting a piece of text in there. Now, is that appropriate for that? I don't think so. Like, to me, I don't know. Let's see if it works or not. It might. And again, might not. Oh, it actually might. Yeah, it actually does work. For what we're working with, it works. Okay. All right. No, kitty. Not right now, baby. No. No, and you come over anyway. You are nervy, kitty. Nervy. Oh, get down. Thank you, fat cat. Okay. There we go. So, thank you, Miss Isabel. I'm going to look through the text and see if there's something appropriate. But I truly would like it to be appropriate to her picking out these pictures for me. I had a lot of fun seeing them with you guys and doing a layout. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.